Prepare yourself.
Map number 1 in this best of 3 series here in the Nexus Gaming Series Division A match of Braincellmates with a Protoss Rule Vala. Mr. Njimura on your Anduin. We've got an Akari playing Leoric, Jaeger, Li Ming, and Taduk on a Nubarak. For Smoke, we're looking at Baby Whale on Blaze, Lunatic Brightwing, Shonanan on your Garrosh, Ride. We'll just go with Rye for ease because my brain can't figure out how to say the rest today. On your Kael'thas, and MJH will be the Hanzo. We got a fun little prediction for all of you for the next 5 minutes. Get your channel points in. How many auto attack stacks will Vala have by the end of the game? She's going to go Kree to the Hunter in just a moment. They're good scrim partners. Ah. So you may not glean any new information from this game. As you may have more information from your scrims, but at least we'll check out more Division A games. We'll see some fun action going on here. Baby Will igniting the Oil Slick, and as I mentioned, Kree the Hunter for Vala. Will she get 150 or more stacks, 149 or less? It's Towers of Doom, a lot of fighting, a lot of pokes, so I'm anticipating the stackage to get pretty high. And Stark is all in. You'll love to see it. Hanzo Simple Geometry. Kael'thas took Regeneration Globe at level 1 for the Mana Addict. We do have Brightwing going into Greater Polymorph. More and more Brightwings moving off of the Hypershift level 1 since our patch had the nerf onto that level 1 talent by 2% and half a second of cooldown as well. Toss onto Anduin, and Kael'thas comes through with the big burst in flame damage. First blood to the side of Smoke. We are still pretty early in NGS Season 18. I think this is week number 2. No, this is week number 1, actually. First week of NGS Season 18. Exciting stuff. Should be a really good season. As our triple altar phase will be coming up soon. Just about a minute for that announcement. Waiting to see how the Sapper Camp Siege is going to be looking here. Good to see you, Crispy Tater. Excuse me for missing you earlier. Alright, hey, we got matching bets. Alright. And a pretty decent payout for either side. Sapper Camp being worked on here, just waiting to see what is going to be done. Will a Nubarak be able to step into Garrosh? Garrosh gets the toss, the Groundbreaker, the Impale not connecting. Divine Stars being thrown out for a bit of healing. Leoric Blaze still doing the solo lane dance. We'll check on them periodically. Sapper Camp on the opposing side from Smoke is cleared away. Braincellmates will be able to have Sapper still pushing in. Will it get the charge? The teamfight actually distracts him. Yeah, absolutely. The charge of one Sapper, the combo of Li Ming, take down the sidewall and get some damage onto that tower. Nicely done. Very, very well done there. A Sonic Arrow to check the bush. And Nubarak burrows in from the low side turning point, but Garrosh has got that ally toss to save the day. Garrosh clears that out. Or, excuse me, clears out Kael'thas, or keeps him out of trouble right there. Death Dealer, we've got Piercing Light for Anduin. Another Nubarak Burrow Charge from the shadows. An enemy toss onto Jaeger, and Li Ming does go down. Garrosh will not fall. Lunatic with the phase shift, bolstering the health of Garrosh as he does tap well. Hanzo looking for the channel. Nice gravity lapse to create space, and I think Hanzo, oh, he's actually going to move off the point. He will be delayed once. Blaze and Leoric have traded the bell towers, and Blaze is still working his way down over here, but I don't think he's going to be needed. 4 shots into the left side core, 32 to 36 in core HP, as Leoric grabs this wave for mid. Few more moments for the Twitch prediction if you'd like to make a gamble happen here. 25 stacks on your Vala currently. Not too bad. Not too bad. I mean, 25 stacks, almost 4 minutes in. The math is there for a certain amount to be done, you know? Easy enough. Sonic Arrow to check. Some scatters into the bush. 3 stacks currently for Hanzo on his Simple Geometry. 8 Regeneration Globes on the Kael'thas, as we have 7 talents being picked across the board. Living Bomb applied to the Duke. Tossed away by Garrosh, avoiding some of the poke damage from Hanzo. As a Nubarak combination CC is pretty decent right there, forcing out the phase shift of Brightwing. as both teams grab their sapper camps once again, and Leoric soaks things up in mid. Oh, maybe actually not. He might be joining into the allies in case there's a team fight to break out. But none to be had, I do believe. Okay. Alright, so Living Bomb off the wave will jump onto a Nubrak. He does have the Nerubian armor level 1, so he increases his spell armor to 65% when active. Waiting for 10 Talontiers to pop up at the top of the screen. Boss, 5 minutes into the game, up and available. Double altar coming up in the solo lane area. I'm assuming these will get traded by Leoric and Blaze. On the minimap, it does look like that as the siege in bottom continues. Minute 45 on the left side camp, minute 40 on the right. And as I said, bell towers will be traded between the Raven Lord and the Gravekeeper.
Enough of this charade. Bring down the Gravekeepers.
So what are we looking at for 10s here? I don't think we're going to go into... it should be pretty standard across the board. I don't think we're going to get anything crazy. Maybe Decimate Garrosh. Doubtful on Pyroblast for Kael'thas. Dragon Strike for Hanzo. Yeah, probably like Phoenix, Dragon Strike. Pretty standard stuff. Cocoon and Nubarak. I don't think we're going to be seeing a Locust Swarm or anything like that from him. Alrighty. Well, double objective phase coming up next. Another double objective phase. This will be in the center and the bottom of the map. There's Phoenix and Kael'thas, a short cooldown at 60 seconds. Not a ton of mana spent for that either. As we have the Dragon's Arrow, Warlord's Challenge, Blink Heal for Brightwing, and Bunker on Blaze. On the opposing side, Cocoon, Disintegrate. We'll have our Entomb, Light Bomb, and Rain of Vengeance. Okay. Garrosh looking to maybe step up. No, he's looking to set up in the bush over here. No, he was taking the long rotation so he can step up. Gravity Lapse into the mid-air toss. Warlord's Challenge, Rain of Vengeance from Vala to create some space as the Soothing Mist from Brightwing's activated, and the phase shift doesn't come through onto Kael'thas, as I believe he was cocooned right there. But either way, or maybe actually no, because it was he was like full HP, so it might have been onto a different target, but Brightwing maybe got it getting hit with an Impale or something like that, or a Rain of Vengeance. What's up, Rock Dog? Oops, sorry about that. Brightwing going for channel. Hanzo as well. Leoric is zoned for a moment by Baby Whale. Pull away our Talonseer. So Brightwing does get that bottom channel uninterrupted. Still have Disintegrate, Entomb, Light Bomb available. A stack of Rain of Vengeance up at 5 seconds. Phoenix, Blink Heals, and Bunker for Blaze available on the opposing side. With Warlord's Challenge about to be off cooldown. Dragon's Arrow 10 seconds away. A bit of posturing around this. Nubrak misses the burrow, but he goes back, and this is a Garrosh who stepped into the back line, tries to get the Warlord's Challenge, and does go down. A Brightwing Arcane Flare will pick off the Anduin, so at least a trade to be had right there. Phase shift from Brightwing. Nice jet propulsion to follow up the Dragon's Arrow, and Vala does go down. Li Ming gets a reset off of the Hanzo right there. But it's 3 for 1. Leo cheating death. Li Ming is going to throw in some magic missiles. Does land 1. Baby Whale move into a safer position, but it doesn't look like there'll be an interrupt, and this will be 4. 8 shots in total to the left side core, as Vala is about to respawn Leoric as well. 61 stacks for our Vala on her Creed of the Hunter, as we have that Twitch prediction for 150 or more, 140 or 149 or less. Okay. You might need your AC replaced? Oh, no. The unit isn't... Replacing the unit isn't typically too bad as long as all the connections are there. Typically, at that point, you're just playing for installation and the unit itself. Like, I know my dad had his AC replaced and the furnace replaced, and he paid $9 grand for both, which is actually a really, really good deal. $9,000 for a new AC, a new furnace, and the installation. But when they have to do a brand new installation, then it starts to get really pricey. Running ducks, running lines, etc. Sappers and bottom lane are going to be pushing in. We have a Li Ming picking up Glass Cannon level 13. Nubrak goes the max distance, looking for the burrow charge. Doesn't land it, but gets the impale afterwards. A Dragon's Arrow. Huge living bomb value from Smoke right there. And Kael'thas getting the double kill. Vala thrown out of position. She's going to be going down. And Leoric is like, hey, I can Wraith Walk through this. And he goes, wait, maybe I shouldn't. Natural agility from Hanzo. They want to take down Akari. Polymorph from Brightwing. But I don't think they're able to chase down Leoric or Nubrak for a kill.
The time is now, heroes.
Thank goodness I rent and I don't have to pay for it. Oh, there you go. That's even better. But what about your poor landlord, Ninja? How will they pay their bills? If they have to install a brand new AC, I think you should just sweat and suffer. I mean, winter's only around the corner. And they'll totally replace it before next summer. Leoric will soak things up in top lane. It's 2-9 in kills, and Smoke has a definite lead here in map number 1 in our 4th best of 3 of the day. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Hope you're enjoying the casting and the games for Nexus Gaming Series today, as we have a Dragon's Arrow into 4. The Light Bomb does connect into Garrosh, but Hanzo with the natural agility wants to chase in further. The Rain of Vengeance from Vala trying to create some space for Anduin to back away. He's got some speed of Pious as the Jipper Pulse from Blaze interrupts Li Ming's Disintegrate. A bunker coming down from him. The Flame Strike from Kael'thas. Baby Whale gets the Oil Slick, but Nubrak still chases in with a Burrow Charge. And the Phase Shift from Brightwing will be not connecting onto Blaze as he is taken down. A nice kill for the side of Braincellmates. They're still down by a level, but they can steal away the Sapper Camp, bolster the experience as Garrosh. Wait a minute. Hanzo's showing in mid lane. A Nubrak is thrown to the side. Indomitable activated. Vala finds her 101st stack. 101st stack. Disintegrate from Li Ming, looking for the reset. Doesn't find anything. Nubrak gets hit with a living bomb, activates his Carapace, and denies a lot of that damage from the upgrade of his level 20. Or level 1, sorry. No level 20s yet. We actually don't even have 16 on the left-hand side. Hanzo took Piercing Arrow. Makes sense. Still actually working through that simple geometry level 1. Disintegrate from Li Ming at max range will interrupt. The Dragon's Arrow from Hanzo, maybe create enough space for some allies to back away. The Light Bomb onto 3. The Rain of Vengeance onto this Kael'thas as he summons the Phoenix, and he will be taken down. Vala auto attack still raining in. She wants to take down Brightwing, but she's able to dip and dive, dodge away down towards a minion in bottom lane. And Anduin with 73 HP gets thrown out of position. Garrosh with a good old bloodthirst and cuts through Anduin's health bar as the Jet Propulsion from Blaze locks down the Duke for a moment. Protoss rule with a couple more autos being thrown out. Manticore was picked up by the Vala here. She wants to poke onto a few enemies, get that nice chunky damage as the single ult is still up and available. 12 to 28 in core HP on both sides. Nubrak throws out the Impale. Disintegrate from Li Ming for a delay. Hanzo's Symbol Geometry finished out there. 4 shots raining in, put the enemy down to 8 HP. A 20-point difference between these teams. Sapper Camp on the left-hand side being worked on by Vala. Sonic Arrow goes out as well. Leoric with the Wraith walk through a few enemies and back over to safety of his allied side. A little bit low here. Dragon's Arrow launched into the enemies. The Jet Propulsion from Blaze, the Phoenix from Kael'thas, and the deletion of Vala as Phase Shift from Brightwing comes through, helping out Garrosh's health pool. Li Ming getting chased by Blaze, or zoned by Blaze, but here comes Leoric trying to Wraith walk out, and he's going to be caught out by Brightwing. And Kael'thas gets the channel, 4 more shots into the enemy core, and it's looking really good for Smoke in this map number 1. They're going to grab Sappers here, no priority onto boss. They want to grab the bottom lane bell tower and hold that under control, as Li Ming will position down here to throw some arcane orbs to clear out the waves, but I don't think she'll stop this bell tower from being captured by the enemy. Alright, so bottom bell tower picked up here. Minion wave is arriving. Garrosh was taking a few of those tower shots to allow the assassins to keep their health pool healthy. Keep the health pool healthy. What a great breakdown on that one from me. Why would you keep your health? Well, I guess if you're Zul'jin, you don't want to keep a health pool healthy. Garrosh dismounted, gets the blood craze, but Disintegrate from Li Ming is pretty good here, and Anub'arak sets up the kill into Garrosh. Brightwing caught by a cocoon. Dragon's Arrow gets a stun, the blink heal over to Kael'thas, then to Hanzo. As Brightwing makes the great escape, but this is going to be your siege camp grabbed here on the right-hand side from Braincellmates, and they got a long road to get through to try and reel this game back in. But it's Towers of Doom, and who knows? But 137 stacks for Avala. It's getting pretty close for her and our Twitch prediction. It's a 1.26 payout to the believers in Vala here. We'll see if she can do it. But 5 shots could be raining into Braincellmates, followed up by a boss. That's GG's. Granted, Garrosh did for 14 seconds. He does have the center teleport to jump through to get there a little bit faster. Even if this bell tower is converted, objective plus boss is still GG.
Be swift.
And they know this. I think the Duke is going to look for a couple delays. Leoric is here as well.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
It is indeed. Thank you for the reminder. I appreciate that. Top lane wave pushing onto the fort. Bottom lane was reclaimed by the side of Smoke, or excuse me, by the side of Braincellmates. Garrosh inside the cocoon. Leoric with the Wraith walk through a few enemies. 20 talents here on the right-hand side. Give that Death Wish for the Garrosh. Phase shift from Brightwing, helping out his health pool. Dragon's Arrow onto the Vala. Jet Propulsion from Blaze, but a Leap of Faith saves her. And Leoric is able to Wraith walk away, Living Bomb. But meanwhile, Lunatic with the channel. 4 shots in, and 4 remain. Even if they wipe on boss here, it's whatever. Like, honestly, I think you go boss. The enemy obviously knows you've just rotated through the mid lane wave. But you have 20 talents here. If you wipe, you're only losing 4 HP off your core. Maybe you lose a bell tower. But I think this is absolutely the right call from Smoke right here. Boss is leashed to toss onto, I think that's Vala, Anduin. No, it's Anduin getting thrown out of position. Self-cast the Light Bomb. As we do have Anub'arak looking for a combo onto Kael'thas. Gets the Phoenix out. There's a bunker down from Blaze. Vala gets deleted in this engagement. So does Leoric. It's a Li Ming, Anub'arak to defend. And this is looking like it's all done and dusted here in map number 1 in our 4th best of 3 of the day. Favoring the side of Smoke. Anub'arak goes in. He's going to be taken down here. Doesn't care about his stats for the NGS season, KDA at least. And that is going to be Braincellmates falling. Smoke takes map number 1. But the big question we need to answer for Twitch chat here is how many auto attack stacks for Vala. Very nice damage from Kael'thas. A 150 on the dot. On the dot. She got that last auto attack needed. Sheesh indeed. That was intense. That was an intense start. Left-hand side of the map, down in this best of 3 series, we have Braincellmates for Division A of NGS with a Anub'arak, Chromie, Deathwing, Rhaegar, Sylvanas. Right side is Smoke with a Hogger, Fulstead, Vala, Muradin, and Uther. Looking to make this a 2-0 series. We'll see if that'll be the case here. We're getting into Alterac Pass. We got a... Looks like we're not going to have a center lane setup. It's going to be a 2-1-2 setup. Deathwing going to be heading to the middle while Chromie and Anub'arak go top. Rhaegar, Sylvanas bottom. You're going to try and get some split siege here on the beginning of Alterac Pass. The big question is, what do we do later on stream today, chat? Some Hades speed runs? We play some Stormgate? What should we do? I don't know. I am very indecisive today, I've realized. I can't decide on what I want to do for food for the grocery store. I can't decide on Sunday cooking stream. No way you get out of this alive, homie. No way, no way, no way, no way, no way, no. Oh! Rhaegar's got the Feral Spirit level 1, so he's got the Feral Heart, so he's got that little extra movement speed. And he does make it out alive. He doesn't hearth, but he does make it out alive. Meanwhile, in top lane, Anub'arak and Chromie were sieging against the Hogger. This tower has 9 HP. Not anymore. It has 0 HP. It's taken down. I don't know what chat's feeling today. I definitely don't want to do, I don't want to do more Heroes of the Storm casting later, because I don't want to burn out. We still have Heroes casting on Saturday, so tomorrow will be a little bit of a break for my voice, but we still have Street Fighter and Demon Souls tomorrow. As well as Discord movie night, dude. I can't wait for Major Pain. I seriously cannot wait for that movie. I remember always laughing a lot at that movie, so I'm excited to watch it with all of you. Six stacks on our fall step with the Gathering Storm. We've got 8 stacks for Vala with our auto attacks, a Wave of Light stack for the Uther. Brack looking to jump onto this Falstad with a bit of harassment, but the harassment's actually still coming out from Hogger Falstad into a new Brack as he was getting a little bit low right there. Sam blasts out from the Chromie as well. She did go once again the first time, picking up her first stack right there of 40. Murden in bottom lane, trying to dissuade Protoss and Mr. Injimura from getting more siege with those black arrows, but it doesn't seem like it's working out too well. Which movie will be watched tomorrow? Major Pain. Late 80s, early 90s? I forget the exact one, but it's got Damon Wayans in it. It's a kind of a silly movie. One of those movies that's a good mixture of like 4 kids and 4 adults. There's definitely some jokes for both, but I just always remember it being a really silly movie, so we're gonna watch it. Tomorrow at 3 o'clock PDT. How you doing today, Quid? No, you're good, bud. I thought you were talking about Max Payne. No. Is there even a Max Payne movie? There was, wasn't it? Wasn't it terrible? Wasn't it like god-awful or something? Yeah, there is, yeah. It's horrible, yeah. That's what I thought. I'm super pumped. I'm going to watch Furiosa sometime this weekend. It comes out on streaming on HBO Max on Friday. So, who knows? I honestly might watch it Friday night. It just depends on how late the day is for me because I have to get up early on Saturday for Murky Cup casting. Because Murky Cup on Saturday is at 7 a.m. my time, so I got to wake up 2 hours earlier. So we'll see. But definitely, I'm really looking forward to Furiosa. Heard a lot of good things about it. It's been, yeah. How long has it been since we've had a Mad Max movie? It's been like 7, 8 years or so, right? I think the last one came out back in like 2015, 2016 maybe? I think I was still living in Michigan when that one came out. I'm pretty sure. I think my ex and I went and saw it together for a date night. Brack able to get the Burrow Charge away. The Molten Flame from Deathwing coming out as well. Murden, he's not going to be taken down. Does have 3rd wind level 1, so he's going to heal to a higher threshold and a little bit faster. Jaeger in top lane being zoned by the Hogger. A little bit low. I think just waiting for the well tap to be available here. Yeah, just came off a cooldown, just was utilized. Sylvanas once again, Black Arrow's activated. In bottom lane with Rhaegar, trying to push up onto the fort. Haunting Wave, Muradin, Falstad have the read, and a cleanse from Rhaegar, but Vala comes through, and that should be enough damage. Falstad barrel roll in, 2 more autos. Actually, it was just the 1. I ended up watching, so I read more of my book last night. I was lurking a Twitch stream. And then I watched a bunch of Ted Lasso last night. I get why people say it's so good. I really do. It's a very entertaining and fun show, and I've been enjoying Ted Lasso quite a bit. I watched like 4 or 5 episodes last night. Very bingeable. Very bingeable. Yeah, it's I was trying to figure out because the sun went down and I didn't feel like reading by the lamplight for my book because it's just kind of awkward the way it's positioned. Jaeger goes down in top. So I was like, oh, I'll watch like an episode or 2 of like a TV show, and then I remembered I had the Apple TV Plus for like 3 months, and I was like, oh, let's go check it out. Let's go see what's over there. Keep watching anime. Well, enjoy what you want to enjoy, you know? If you want to watch Mob Psycho 100, go for it. It's a fantastic TV show. And season 2 is on Netflix. I definitely recommend Mob Psycho 100 if you've never seen it. You rewatch the Fallout show? I'm waiting for the winter. I'm waiting for, like, January, February, when we kind of have, like, not a whole lot to do outside of being stuck in the house or snowblowing or going on the mountain. So I'm waiting for it to cool down a little bit for that rewatch. Delicious in Dungeon is good. Dude, I love Delicious in Dungeon. What's up, Bill? Good to see you. Big recommendation on Delicious in Dungeon. I absolutely love that show. It was one of the few shows that I would actually be like, oh shit, it's Thursday, it's time for a new episode. Usually I'm just like, oh, I'll wait till it's fully out and then go through it all at my own pace. But nah, Delicious in Dungeon, yeah. You should go back to Mob Psycho. It's very good. It's very good. By the way, Muradin in bottom lane will be taken down. Protoss rule, and Rhaegar will hearth out. Get back over towards their allies. The first objective, I believe, did expire and was utilized by Smoke, taking down the fort. But it's even structures, and bosses are going to be traded. You have to be tryharding Storm League? No, I'm good. I've pretty much sworn off Heroes of Storm League at this point. It's just not fun. It's not enjoyable. I'm not gonna sit here and suffer. Like I'm not gonna suffer for 10 games to get 3 good ones, you know? I'm so over it, so whatever. If people think of me less of a caster because I don't play ranked, then they should go look at other casters. A lot of casters that don't play rank, or even the games they cast. Storm League is a waste of time. I would agree with you. I would absolutely agree with you. Even the best players play in-houses. I absolutely agree with you. Yup. Or they play in tournaments, where it's actually enjoyable to have a competitive matchup. And not, I didn't get my first pick Murky because my chat donated for it, so now I'm going to throw the game. ARAM is great. ARAM's alright. ARAM gets old, though, because you get really, really stuck-up people. You get people that take it way too seriously. And, like, I get it. Like, it's a mode. There's MMR, blah, blah, blah. But, like, it's ARAMs. It's for fun. Nah, bro, this has nothing to do with your casting skills. Well, to you, but there's players out there. I have literally seen Reddit posts where someone's looking for Heroes of Storm streamers. Someone recommends me, and then immediate post afterwards is, nah, Bahamut's got like bronze opinions because that's his rank in Heroes of Storm. It's like, all right, dude. His casting is bronze at best. Like, all right. Wonderful. I'm sure you do better, random Reddit user. With all of your skill and knowledge of probably 2 heroes. I have not dropped frames. I have dropped frames, but I haven't dropped frames recently. I've only dropped 675 frames today, which is less than 1%. Or less than 0.1%, I think. You're gonna get those people in every mode, Baha, that's true. Vala does go down in the top lane. Deathwing is able to burninate her, as we do have our second objective phase up and available. Falstad trying to trade structures as he pushes a wave onto the top lane fort with his Q build. That's looking pretty good here. Sylvanas and Chromie on the way, though, so he's got to back off. He's starting to work his way south side. Meanwhile, though, I think Sylvanas is anticipating that as the disengage lands the mind control through the bush, and that is an immediate... No, not an immediate kill onto Falstad. Can't gust away Deathwing. Baha, low-key, never read Reddit again. Yeah, I have... The issue was, I saw the post about looking for Heroes of Storm players, or, like, streamers, so my brain was like, I wonder if anyone's recommending me. But it's rare whenever I read the comment section. It's usually like I just scroll around for like random stuff to talk about during stream or movie things. Molten Flame from Deathwing. Got a Wave of Light from Uther finishing out, level 1. 41 stacks for our Falstad as this Rhaegar is trying to get away. The Mind Control on to our Uther. Gets the Divine Shield cast in time. Falstad flies in, trying to delay out this objective phasing, but it's not going to work out here. And the members of Braincellmates will pick up this second objective of Alterac Pass, map number 2. 4 to 5 in kills as the mid lane Null Pack is pushed onto the fort. Will they be able to save this? Mind Control, or possession from Sylvanas. And the Black Arrows as well. The mid lane fort will be saved. And here comes the siege from Braincellmates. What can they do with this? Football casters would have to be pro players. I would disagree. Mind Control from Sylvanas. Pull. The Vala's able to get away right there. A Cocoon onto Muradin. Cataclysm in from Deathwing. A Gust from Falstad pushing back a few enemies as the mid lane siege does continue. The Black Arrows activated by Sylvanas. Lava Burst from our Deathwing. There was a time trap from Chromie onto her allies, I think. I was trying to figure out what that stop was for a moment. I think it was Chromie on her allies. I mean, but I don't think saying that one sport. I don't think football or soccer or American football or rugby or hockey or tennis needs to have a ex-professional player to be a commentator. Is it a common through line when someone retires to become one? Yes. Do you need to be one to be able to become a commentator? No. Go look at a lot of esports. There's some pros that have gone into commentary, and there's some people that have never been a pro, never had a ranked, and they did commentary as well. My point still stands. You don't need to be a pro to be a commentator. Hell, I'm pretty sure there's old coaches that used to be commentators, and they've never played this. They were never competitors. They were always just a coach. They understand the game at a different level. And sometimes that's what you need for analytics and commentary. Why do you think the mixture of Grubby, Justing, and I work so well for CCL?
Time for some action. Let's free our soldiers and take the fight to the horde.
Left-hand side, right side. It's going to be level 18 for both. We do have Boston bottom lane pushing up. One fort remaining on the map in mid, around, I don't know, maybe 2% HP. And Nubarak burrowing away. He's just going to take a safe rotation back around this objective area as we zoom out a little bit further. Try and get stock of how things are being set up. Poke from Chromie. The channel does begin. Third objective phase. Rotos rule with a couple counter channels. Vala with a multi-shot to delay that out. But Sylvanas is already backing away. Mind Control from Sylvanas into this Muradin who gets the Avatar activated. The Molten Flame from Deathwing cooking up some enemies as the Divine Shield does come through. Chromie, Sylvanas, Rhaegar do go down. Hogger will be picked off here. 3 for 1, favoring the side of Smoke. And losing just your Hogger here is not too bad. Uther a little bit low, but Deathwing gets picked off by the Vala. And can they make it a Finland? Looks like Anubarak's able to burrow charge away, and Falstad backs off to go catch mid lane soak as that keep did go down. Okay, so Mid lane camp grabbed. Vala will finish out the fort in mid. She'll take a couple tower shots, but I don't think she cares too much about that. She got Uther right next to him. Muradin here as well to create some space if she needs to back away with Stormbolt. And Anubrak's able to throw down the Impale and burrow charge backwards after a Stormbolt from Muradin is received. 20 talents here on the right. Farflight Quiver, Bulwark of Light for our Uther. We'll see the Wind Tunnel and the Power Spike for Shockwave upgrade on Hogger, as well as the Rewind for Muradin. 20 is almost here on the left. We already have the Piercing Sand from Chromie. Call the Dark Lady Mind Control upgrade. Rewind a Nubarak. Deathwing with the Arrival of God, if I'm not mistaken. And Rhaegar, I assume, is Farseer's Blessing. No, he's going to go Pit Fighter for sure. Totally going to go Pit Fighter, because everyone knows Pit Fighter's so used all the time. It'd be ironic if he actually did take it, but I don't think he will. Deathwing's trying to save bottom lane keep, and I think he will be able to do so. Mid lane around 50%. Vala trying to get some autos as they move into mid. That's a big burrow charge from Nubarak. Lands the Impale, pops the Rewind. Molten Flame from Deathwing, zoning a few enemies as the Cleanse from Uther comes through. The Wind Tunnel from Falstad, pushing a Nubarak slowly into that sidewall, but pushing Rhaegar and Sylvanas away. No assistance onto our Nubarak right there. It is going to be Farseer's Blessing for the Rhaegar, but I think this game might be done and over right now. They're actually going to go for the triple keep and then maybe go core 49 seconds on a Nubarak's death timer, and I definitely think this is a plausible ending for the members of Smoke here. Mind Control. Uh-oh, Vala going down is a big one right there. Muradin needs to get out of here. Does he have a Stormbolt to throw back at the enemies? Reaver minions getting a couple autos in. Molten Pool, Uther, Ghost Steals are helping, but Muradin falls as well. Falstad and Hogger will be able to back away, but no bosses available on the map, not for 30 to 48 seconds. Falstad, Hogger, 10 seconds on Wind Tunnel, 5 seconds on Shockwave. There is this rotation across the map. Are they looking to end here, or are they they're going to take it down to second keep and back away? I like this call. Actually, you go second keep and you take down, you take boss down, I think is the call that I would say. No, they want map 3 right here, right now. 21 seconds on Vala, 32 on the Muradin, 21 on our Uther. Mind Control goes fishing. No one found at the end of it. Drekthar now jumping out to deal some damage to Sylvanas. A Cataclysm from Deathwing coming through. Nubarak moving across the map as the Temporal Loop onto Falstad is mitigated by him being in the Hall of Storms right there. Wind Tunnel kind of against the wall, but it's mostly to just push Rhaegar away and the rest of the enemies. Vala's respawned. A Nubarak is here. He looks for the burrow charge. Denied by a Hog Wild from Hogger, and Falstad barrel rolling away. Mind Control does go fishing, finds the Uther, but he's a little too far away to find any value into. Chromie throwing a combo out. Meanwhile, in bottom lane, Reaver Minion has arrived, and this Reaver Minion does have 50 physical armor, allowing him to really push up these waves. I don't think this is going to be game-ending, because, of course, our cores will regain HP as they don't take damage, so we'll see Vandar Stormpike move to the center of his dais. He'll move to the center of his throne room, and that'll be health going back to full. Boss in bottom lane being grabbed. Deathwing will look to discover this. Yo, Cav, what's up, bud? Good to see you today. Mind Control from Sylvanas immediately into Vala, but the Divine Shield comes out in time. Deathwing looks to steal the point, but Shockwave from Hogger gets great damage. Temporal Loop onto Uther. He gets picked off. No Redemption level 20, but Sylvanas and Deathwing do go down the... Oh, the Rain of Destruction almost catching the heel of Rhaegar, but that Feral Heart level 1 moving that movement speed up. 2-3 Reaver minions over here in the mid lane, but it seems to me this is a call to end map number 2 on the side of Smoke. I don't think these River minions... Yeah, this should be Smoke taking it. Time stop onto Muradin as well as Rhaegar. Impale from a Nubarak to create some space. And our Drekthar spinning around here. Boss has arrived through the bottom lane. Falstad barrel rolling in. He's got Wind Tunnel. He's looking for that angle up against this wall over here, I do believe. Cocoon expires. He's just going to Wind Tunnel the Anubarak away. They're just committed to just ending right now with Boss on core, and I do believe Smoke will take this series 2-0. GG, well played here in Division A of Nexus Gaming Series. I love Ingelish. Ingelis, sorry. Ingelis is my favorite language. Cav, help us figure out what we're getting at the grocery store and what we're cooking on Sunday. Help me. And I swear by all that is in the Nexus, I swear if you say asparagus, I'm going to throw something.